product was lacking. Is that a fair assessment?
I would agree with that. You know, we were playing, I thought today, a very good team that had some very good players, in particular up front. So we were a little bit concerned about that. I thought in general we did a pretty good job of containing them. But in the end, you know, although we created some chances, we weren't consistent in chance creation. I think they were more scattered than anything else. And in general, I felt like I wasn't as happy with today's game as I was with the first two games this season.
Tab, you talked about defensive improvement last week in Colorado, really limited a great attack to only one chance and that one goal. Did you feel that that same trend continued today despite the goal they got? Did you feel that defensively you were solid, or were there things you were looking to address in the future?
The reason I'm satisfied with the defending today is because we turned the ball over a lot in the middle of the field. We couldn't keep the ball. I think that was our number one issue in the game. Anytime we connected our first pass, the second pass was a turnover. And that puts your defenders on their heels all the time. And I thought they did, considering that they had to deal with so many situations, they did a pretty good job. So I'm happy with the way we defend. I think that part of the team we're okay with, but we certainly have to improve in the final third, because today we had 14 shots, but it didn't feel like 14. It didn't feel like we created 14 shots. And as a coach, you always feel more comfortable when you're doing something to create those opportunities, and they don't just come from individual play. So yeah, defensively, I'm okay with where we are. Attacking wise, we need to do a lot more.
Where do you feel right now without Andre in the lineup? Is there a little bit of that connective tissue missing in the middle to try and spread things out, calm things down at the same time? Is that what he brings?
Well, the one, obviously Andre's loss is a big loss for us because he had played every minute basically the whole preseason and the first two games. Obviously, you always want to have the confidence on whoever has to step in, but at the same time, Andre doesn't normally lose the ball.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we lost. We lost that control in the middle of the field that we've been having. Even in the first game when we lost to Monterey, I thought we controlled that game. We controlled most of that game. And it didn't have that feeling today, although we were home. So, yeah, Andre's a big loss for us, but, also it's a good opportunity for other guys, and I think we didn't step up today.
Down a goal in the second half, you started to look to your bench, make some changes on the attacking end of things. What were you looking for in doing that, and did you think that the changes worked?
Yeah, so, obviously, it wasn't just Andre today. Obviously, we didn't have Tristan Hodge, but we also didn't have Kyle Edwards, who's, he would have been an important piece today, in particular in the final third. And I think at home he'll play a big part this year. What we were looking is just for something different. We needed to penetrate the wings a little bit better because we didn't get down the line as much. I thought, in general, in the first half, we were able to get both Matt Sheldon on the right side and, in particular, Ash Oplan on the left side. We were able to give him 5 or 6 or 7 balls where he had a lot of room to make plays. And the plays didn't happen. And so once the second half started, we gave him a few minutes to see if he would make some plays on that side. And once we saw that didn't happen, we needed to make changes.